And we are back. Can you just talk, guys, so I can make sure?
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
cool. So
Hello.
hopefully everybody is back. You can go to the doctors, but that will take you a certain amount of days to sort of like recover. One of the skills that you're actually missing is first aid. I don't think anybody actually has first aid, and that would actually allow you to administer emergency first aid, which will recover some of your wounds. There are also 2 patches that you can use. You can use something known as a stim patch, which actually you slap on a bare piece of skin and it injects sort of like adrenaline into you, and that allows you to recover stun damage for a set amount of time. And then there's something known as a trauma patch, and that does exactly the same for physical, but you're not healed. And when you actually come off the trauma patch, then that's it. But it's a wonderful thing that, for example, if Billy Bob is really suffering and you're down somewhere and you need to get out, you can just sort of like whack a trauma patch on them, and then they would get the adrenaline.
Like, how you get addicted in Fallout.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's mages do actually become addicted. Mages have got to be careful of the stim patches.
Yeah.
Because they can become addicted to them pretty easy.
Yeah, to the actual stim.
And how much can you sell them for to a mage?
I've actually got some. We can just randomly stick them on his forehead when he's asleep.
But I don't know if you've watched Roll for It, but their Gatto, who's their rigger, is actually addicted, isn't he? He's addicted to jazz, yeah, which is a drug. But he's leaving, isn't he? Gatto's leaving, yeah.
I haven't watched the latest episode.
Oh right, I'm sure in the latest.
I haven't watched any.
In the latest episode, but it's really interesting. In the latest episode, Jade, the Decker, doesn't have a wig on, and I actually saw and thought she had a different wig on because she looks nothing like what you expected to look like. Chuggerwugger, can I just say, as a Decker, you look better. I just wanted to put that. And I do look forward to seeing you in the wig that you wore on the Discord chat.
Yes.
And remember, guys,
only on weekends.
Only on weekends. By all means, do go along and join the Discord. There is a wonderful channel on there called Selfies and Images, which you're very welcome to post your selfies up there. We want to see you, Big, doing your wrestling or something. That would be really cool. Yeah.
I'll try.
Yeah. Only when you're ready. Can you do an action shot when you're doing like a kick or something like that? That'd be cool. I'll do an action shot of me at work as well, writing on the smart board.
I think I've seen that already.
That's about as active as I get. Anyway, we are back. You're currently at Two Troll Johnson's safe house, and just to let you know.
Sorry.
What?
Just seen the picture of him in the wig.
He actually did look like that before he shaved his head. That's actually
that is me before I shaved my head.
Yeah. So Two Troll Johnson actually relates to you, and he actually says to you, he says, "Don't get comfortable here." He says, "I will be changing the locks once I've finished." And that's it. So, guys, where would you like to go next? What is your plan of action?
Okay, now
I'll fix his bloody van up.
Well, the van's just charging, isn't it? Mm-hmm. There's no longer a tracker on it, but
it is quite
noticeable. Yeah. As well, it's got a big wolf on the side of it and says "hungry like a wolf." It's not. Is anybody else a bit suspicious about the old van and tracker?
Yeah. I don't know how that came about, unless it got put on when we were at the.
But the other thing is,
people's home.
I mean, I know I know there's a fair few police working in London, but both times that the police were called to Hungry Like a Wolf, the same people came out. Was that correct?
Correct. Yeah.
It
Well,
is,
there was quite a few more the second time.
But the sergeant was the same.
The sergeant was actually the same.
And now we've got a tracker on the van.
Had a tracker.
And there would be no reason to put a track on the van, even if it was parked outside the other thing, parked outside the apartments where Maggie was. They're not going to turn up and say, "Oh, hang on, there's a vehicle parked here. Let's put a tracker on it just in case."
Who's got that? Who's got the highest intuition?
Not me, probably. I've got 3.
Probably Big.
I got 5.
Yeah, Big.
Intuition.
I've got logic high, but not intuition.
Okay, just roll your intuition score, Big. Just roll it. If you just go along, there's a little roll at the end of it. Just roll that.
Apply wounds.
Yeah, roll that instead.
No, you don't need to
No.
apply wounds.
No, you don't have any.
No. I was going to say I shouldn't have any.
Okay, while you're discussing it, Billy Bob does make he thinks for a while and actually says that, of course, the tracker could have been on before you went to
anywhere.
Maggie's house.
No, it could. But what we're saying is, why have a tracker on? Right. The bits of information that we've got at the moment, we're trying to find. One of the main things we're trying to find is Mark Darwin. Mark Darwin. Last seen hungry at Deliver to You. See, I was thinking about the adventure during the week, and my thoughts were that Deliver to You are taking in these deliveries of 10 boxes, and then they're taking out 7 boxes. They're coming in on Friday. Lance has something to do with it. They're taking out 7 boxes over the weekend. They're actually going from Deliver to You during the weekend. And then the remaining 3 are being shipped off to Hungry Like a Wolf, where they're signing for them as normal.
Correct.
Now, when Lancer was off, Mark Darwin was in charge. And 2 things have happened when Mark Darwin's been in charge, I think. The first thing is, even though he was operating as a store foreman, whatever, he's actually an accountant. Okay, so he's looking at the deliveries coming in and going out, and he's seeing something that he shouldn't have seen, and that's why he's disappeared.
Yeah.
But the thing that it doesn't explain is the other thing that I'm going on is that because Lancer wasn't there was nobody to open up Deliver to You for these people to get the boxes that were meant for them. And that's why there was still 10 there on Monday. If you think on the Friday, 10 boxes arrive, and it's easy for Lancer to let them in during the weekend for them to take their 7 boxes.
10 went out on Monday.
Yes, but that's because Lancer wasn't there over the weekend. He was ill. So there was nobody there to open up to
skim the 7 off.
To skim the 7 boxes.
Right, okay, that makes sense, yeah.
And it's easier. It would have been easier to lift them from the Hungry Like a Wolf rather than Deliver to You, because the security is going to be less. It's a restaurant. It's got no cameras. Deliver to You's got cameras. It's a secure holding place.
That's true. Remember, we do
Mr.
have
Bigley.
We do have Mark's deck.
We got Mark's deck, which hopefully there's going to be more files on, and hopefully there's going to be links for other things happening. But what it doesn't explain is why 10 boxes went out on Monday and then came back or weren't signed for. And the only thing I could put it down to was maybe something went wrong with Bill's vehicle, and he couldn't deliver them. So they came
he's in
back
on it.
to. I don't think he could be in on it because on all
He
the
wouldn't
other
have delivered it,
occasions, only 3 boxes went out. If he was in on it, and just the same as I don't think Boomer's in on it.
Yeah.
The only thing I could put it down, somebody at deliver to you, unless Jeremiah Crump has given the code to the police as well. Do we know that?
I'm just thinking, the tracker on the car, it's a company vehicle, yeah? Would they not have a tracker on that anyway?
No, it was a Lone Star tracker. It had been put on by the police.
Yeah, so if someone steals this company vehicle, they get in touch with the police.
I see what Billy Bob's saying. He's saying that could it actually be tracked, and you could arrange for that to happen. So, for example, Lone Star,
it would be like a security.
They might actually add it on for you, or just to sort of like go with your conspiracy theory, maybe it could have been possible that the law enforcement agency actually said, we would like to put one on free of charge for you. The question would be, why would they want to follow the van in that sense? But
unless they're being investigated for something.
So my other thing was that somebody at Hungry Like a Wolf was actually providing the door codes to whoever was going to break in. So on Monday, they provided the door code. The people broke in, but the boxes hadn't been delivered. There was nothing there. Not because... It was because something had happened that delivered to you, i.e. the delivery driver had broken down. He had too much on. He couldn't actually get the boxes delivered. But they didn't know that.
Yeah.
So they broke in, couldn't find the boxes.
That makes sense.
Okay.
They just made a mess.
The boxes were then delivered on the Tuesday. But my only thing that I could think of was that the person who was providing the codes wasn't working on the Tuesday. So they couldn't give the code. So they couldn't break in. So say, for example, it was, So say, for example, because the 2 break-ins were Monday and Wednesday.
Unless they thought, right, okay.
And the boxes were delivered on Tuesday.
The boxes are there, right? The delivery is Tuesday. The boxes are there. We'll go in tomorrow when we know for a fact they're there. Say they've got in touch with the delivery driver or the company and said, look, when was this delivered? Have these boxes been delivered yet? And they're like, yeah, okay, they've been delivered now. So, okay, we'll go in.
But wouldn't they know that on a Tuesday? Apart from that, the only...
Depending what time...
No, I know, Lance was back on Tuesday, wasn't he?
Yes.
So he would have said, oh, we've delivered, we've delivered the 10
sense.
on the Tuesday. And then, he's passed on the information that, the 10 boxes have actually gone out. He's gone, oh, when were 10 boxes? Oh, okay. They've gone out. They're at Hungry Like a Wolf. So that's why they've then gone in on a Wednesday evening.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. It gives them time to...
Because the opening hours of Hungry Like a Wolf are ridiculous. There's something like 7:30 till 2 a.m. 7:30 a.m. till 2... Is it 7:30 a.m. or 7:30 p.m.? Sorry.
Say again, sorry. Hungry Like the Wolf?
It's opening hours. I've got it down as 7:30 and then closing at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So is that 7:30 in the evening or 7:30 in the morning? Sorry.
No, in the morning. It's like it's almost like 24 hours. Yeah.
So by the time Lance would have got into the office, realised that the boxes hadn't gone out. The boxes had gone to Hungry Like a Wolf. The next for the closest opportunity for the gang to go and get them would be
The Wednesday.
2 a.m. Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
So that's why it would have been on the Wednesday, potentially.
It's
Right.
That makes sense.
after you're busy relaxing in the safe house and sort of like discussing this, and no doubt within the fridge there's food to drink and soya calf to drink. It's about 7 o'clock at night now, so pretty soon the clock, as you can see on your screen, is going to click over to 8 o'clock, and I'm wondering whether or not it might be a good idea to take another look at delivery for you.
I mean, my plan was with delivery to you, we've got a couple of things that we can do, and we know that there's currently 10 boxes there that's been delivered. Yeah, because they came in today. So there's 10 boxes delivered to you for what of the Jamil bugs.
Mm-hmm.
I say we head there. As we go there, we go via the apartment, mine and Big B's apartment. We get a couple more of the RFID tags that I have. We got a total of 4 RFID tags. We put one in each box, so it doesn't matter which 7 goes. We're still going to have one. Sorry, we're still going to have at least one box with an RFID tag in it that we can trace.
And then we can also see if any other vans or what happens, so we can follow them and then follow the van or car or whatever it is that comes to pick up the boxes as well.
We need to find out what's in those boxes. We need to find out why they're taken. Because the little Jamil bugs, they're really small. You can't get anything in them. They're tiny.
Yeah, so perhaps something else is stored in the box and the smell of the Jamil bugs is disguising it potentially.
Okay, so we put 4 RFID tags in.
Yep.
We check, see what's in the boxes. We check the computer record, the CCTV records, and let's see whether or not we can actually find out what's happened to these boxes, and also to see whether or not anything happens to Mark Darwin.
Yeah.
Because the other thing that I thought about was maybe Mark Darwin noticed all this funny going on the things and decided to tell Lancer, and that was the wrong person to tell because Lancer is in on it.
Could be.
Okay, so we're going to head to deliver to you.
Okay.
We're going to go by the apartment. We're going to pick up a couple of RFID tags. I've already got 2 on me. We're going to pick up another 2. They're owned by me, so they'll have 4 marks on. So I should hopefully be able to trace those pretty.
Okay,
pretty easy.
Okay then. So that's absolutely fine. You can go back and you can pick up your gear and pop them into the van. When you approach delivery for you, what's the plan? Whereabouts are you planning on going?
Okay, as we're going there, I want to keep an eye going into the matrix occasionally and just looking for hidden objects, making sure that we're not being tracked via the matrix at all.
Okay, so just do an extended test because you're going to be doing it over hours, because you'll probably arrive to deliver to you for about 10 o'clock, which is like 2 hours time. So like do work out how many dice that will be from your starting one. I really need to know whereabouts you're planning on parking and what you're trying to do when you get there.
So, I mean, we're not going to park straight outside. Can we find sort of like somewhere to park maybe?
Have they got like a company car park?
Sort of a street or so over?
Because remember, we've got delivery. We've got Hungry Like a Wolf painted all over our van, so that makes it very obvious something shady's going on. I am going to once we get in the van, because I can hang around in the astral plane for hours, can't I?
Equal to your magic rating.
So that's 6 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to, once I get in the van, I'm immediately going to go straight over there astrally to watch, because I won't be able to see technology obviously, but I can see people and I can see if the bugs, so I can watch that way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The vehicle's white, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry, Carrot, when you said you get into the van, what do you mean when you leave the safe house to go back to the apartment, or when you leave the apartment to come back here?
No, as soon as I sit in the van.
Right. So
in the back of the van.
So
Sorry.
can you see the clock now on the? Are you all on the apart? So can you see it's 10 o'clock now? So that will be 2 hours that you've been in the astral.
Okay.
Because it'll take you that amount of time to get back to the apartment, sort out the stuff, and for Billy Bob to actually get back here. One thing that you notice straight away, Carrot, is that can you remember the boxes before that you could see because of the life in them? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's no longer. They're no longer there.
Okay.
There's no. What's that? Chuckawugga, is that?
You told me to do an extended test for keeping an eye out on the Matrix to make sure we weren't being.
And what was the reason? Did I tell you to do?
I ran out of dice.
Yeah, but how many dice were you going to roll? I forget.
Well, I rolled 8 dice.
Yeah,
with a minimum of 2.
Yeah, so I was only going to look at your first 2 rolls, one to get there and one to get back.
Okay.
So that's fine. I can just pick it up from here. Yeah, there's nothing. There's no hidden stuff in the Matrix that you can see at all. The van's clear. There's nothing following you. There's no marks on you, etc. Carrot, when you get to the warehouse, it's devoid of life altogether. There's no humans here. There's no life in the boxes with the bugs or anything like that. It just seems to be completely and utterly dead.
Okay.
So I say the plan is...
Look how full my glass is. My glass is
I don't
really,
have your stream on.
It's really... Oh, I've put proper 3D boxes round you on this scene. Have you not seen?
No, I don't have it on.
You've all got like 3D boxes,
yeah.
like frames round you that you didn't have before. Beforehand, they were just flat. Now you're in proper little frames. So.
Oh, in the I see.
Yeah, really 3-dimensional.
I was looking at Roll20. I was like, no. Wait.
No, one step at a time, please. Excellent. So you're parking quite a way down to sort of like walk. Are you, FaZe and Billy Bob, Carrot's slumped out in the back of the van. Is the idea to leave him there? Or FaZe, are you slumping out in the back as well?
I mean, my plan was to go into the Matrix so that I could open the door. I mean, I can do the door there, but once I get in, well, if Carrot's slumped out in the back, we're going to have to. I'm going to have to go in with Billy Bob.
Just to remind you, Carrot, you can't actually engage.
Anything.
You can manifest yourself and talk, but you can't cast any spells once you're astral. Okay. So,
that's right.
Billy Bob and FaZe, what we'd probably say, Carrot, is that I'm just putting a tinge on you.
Yeah, I think that's what we worked out.
Okay, so can you see you're now astral? So you can sort of like put yourself where you want to be, and you're going up to the Yes, that's where you are, Carrot.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's
It's
it.
pinging
Yeah,
as
just
I'm
there. Just
It's
there.
pinging as I move it. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, then. So, just to let you know, FaZe, there's a standard Madlock with data jack port at the front of the building.
Do we
You
know
hacked
whether
us
or not there's
already.
any other doors round the back with other?
Well, you are more than welcome to go round
Because
the back.
this is the main street, isn't it?
It certainly is, yeah. So you're more
Right.
than welcome to head round the back.
I'm going to head. This is where
Are
the
there
cars
cameras?
come in and out, isn't it?
There is a camera, Billy Bob. If you remember, it's in. Can you see where it says number one?
Yeah, it's in the office, isn't it?
Well, it's just in the reception area. This is where you saw the camera beforehand.
Yeah.
The thing is, there's probably going to be more cameras, but I can't hack the host from. I can go into AR here, can't I? And hack the host.
Yeah, but you'll just have your minuses, won't you?
I'll just be really slow.
Yeah. So you can see down here, FaZe, that there's a door here.
Right.
This seems to be. Hang on. This seems to be a fire exit. So there's no handles on this side.
Which one? Sorry, the one that you were just.
This one here. This seems to be a
Right.
fire exit. So there's no handles on your side. It looks like you push it from inside to open it.
Is there any? Can I switch to AR mode and just have a look to see whether or not there's any cameras?
Well, you, as in devices.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they'll actually be inside the host.
Right. I can't see any. There's not like a camera up. There's not like a camera in the corner there.
Yeah, but because if it's attached to the host, it will be inside the host looking out.
Right.
For example, if there was an RFD tag, if somebody put a tag there that wasn't connected to the host, then you could actually see it if it was hidden. But if it's connected to the host, it's actually within the host. You would actually have to go in the host to find it. The only thing that you can see in the virtual reality is there's a lock here.
Right. And there's no lock on. There's no lock on that one. There's not like a standard.
No. Just to let you know, in the if you remember in the Matrix, this whole area, it doesn't look like this shape. It's just like a white cuboid, and that's all it is. And you just roll your Matrix theory, because I think you have Matrix theory, don't you?
No, I'm not specialized.
Yeah, this is like a normal default host. So, you know, when you buy a host, it comes as a white cuboid. And that's it. And it's only as you get higher up that you can start to adjust it to make it look like what you want it to look like in the actual Matrix. So in the Matrix, it doesn't look like this sort of like T shape or remotely T shape or dog shape, dog head shape. It looks just like a white box, and that's it.
Right. Okay, so
Did you have a mark on this before, though?
no, it's gone. But I'm going to have to hack. I'm using artificial reality, augmented reality, because I can't just slump down in the middle of a street and start hacking.
Unless you just want to screw the cameras.
Well, we need to get into the lock, but before we get through that lock, I need to turn off the cameras.
Unless you go back to the van and hack into the host.
Yeah, but then that only leaves Big.
He's a big
It means
lad.
that
Well,
if anything happens,
this
then
is his job.
I'm gonna be going back to the van anyway, because you're both gonna be in the van, and if anyone comes around, then at least I'm gonna be there to.
no, we can't have 2 people in the van and only 1 person where all the action's gonna.
I can, when you guys arrive, I can go back to my body because I've seen you, because I know your astral personas by now, I would have thought. So I'll be able to recognize you guys and I can get back to the van and...
Can I ask, I'm a bit confused at the moment. Why are you going in here?
Why?
Yeah. What's your mission objectives going into delivery?
Wanted to check out the boxes, but it sounds like whatever was in the boxes is now gone because there's no life left in them.
Yeah, good point. So what's
I wanted to check the camera footage to see whether or not there was anything that showed what might have happened to Mark Darwin.
Okay, so that's going to be in the host.
Yeah, and I wanted to check to see whether or not there was anything that had happened on the Monday to say why the boxes couldn't be delivered on the Monday.
Okay, I'm not too sure what you're looking for there.
Well, I'm looking for. There's always the same driver who delivers to Hungry Like a Wolf.
Oh yeah, because I
want to see whether or not there's maybe an accident report, saying that he broke down, or somebody else was ill and he was doing a double shift. He was having to do 2 lots of things. Something that might say why he couldn't deliver to them.
Okay, then. So that all that information could actually be got from the host by hacking into the host again. Rather than, I don't understand why you're going into the actual physical building. That's what I don't understand.
Because he was going to
use
the trackers on the boxes.
Wanted to check the boxes out to see whether or not there was anything.
Yeah, so I think what you should do, I think you've got Carrot providing astral protection. Billy Bob is quite capable, I think, Billy Bob. I mean, you're built like a tank, aren't you? I mean, I think we worked out, even if that grenade had actually exploded.
I would have bet it.
It wouldn't. So I think you're quite robust. I think you're a lot more robust than what you think you are. So, I mean, you could actually do it. I think neither Carrot or Phase, you're really designed to go in anywhere if there's a combat.
Well, no, but it's
moral support.
It's a logical. It's not. It's a. I don't think we should be. There probably won't be any combat. But the other thing is, well, I mean, it's up to the other things. I don't know.
So what's your plan, Phase? What do you think?
Well, originally my plan was for me to hack the host and to have Billy Bob and Carrot going in.
Carrot's wounded, remember?
Right.
I'm happy enough going in on my own.
I mean, I'm floating around, so I can keep an eye out if anybody comes to. Nobody will be able to sneak up on Billy Bob because I'm floating around. So I'll notice a living being in the area as soon as it gets anywhere near him. I can go straight there and tell him, manifest behind him, and go, "There's someone coming."
Yeah, but don't you have like a mage following you around in Astral or something? Isn't there?
There's a mage that is.
Hey, look! I found a new thing. Look, we could use this one. I've never seen this one before. Look, it's a grenade carrot.
Yeah, there's a mage that has appeared twice, but only twice so far.
But what you got to think of is. Remember the first missions where you stayed at home and I went out on the job? If Carrot wasn't it would still be me doing this work anyway. Really.
Right, I'll go back to the the van then.
Okay, so I've put a little
lay down next to Carrot.
Oh, what a lovely sight that makes!
Maggie's gonna be so upset.
Yeah,
Hope nobody nicks the van.
Well, I don't think. I mean, if anybody just happens to walk along and decides to nick the van, then you could
How
probably
far were you away
you could
from
probably
the?
deal with it if and when it
How
happens.
far were you away from the place?
Well, it's up to you how close you actually wanted to. You're probably within 100 meters of it because that would be sensible because of in order to reduce your noise level, won't it?
Right.
So you
So
probably
I'm gonna have to turn on the wireless on my data jack anyway.
yeah. I don't think you would say to Billy Bob, park far away because that would make it more difficult for me. I think you would probably work and sort of like get a lot closer. Billy Bob, what weapon are you taking in with you?
I'm taking my my super war amazing hawk thing and my stun.
Yeah, so it might be an idea to have your stun out, just in case there's anything
I'd probably pull it out when I get like around the building.
That's absolutely brilliant. So, are you? So, Webb, Carrot, you've got your character, haven't you? You can move him to where you need to. I'm really looking to see where you are. Because of course you can't see through walls.
No, I know.
Okay.
You can move through walls, but you can't see through walls. So, for example, if your character is where you are now, then that's what I'm going to be telling you what you can see.
Okay.
Can you not be like hovering above or something?
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. But before, I just wanted to make sure that nobody's arrived. Since the guys have arrived, nobody has, other than them, has gone anywhere near delivered to you, have they?
No,
In that
not
case,
at all.
and I've already checked because you said that there was no life in the building at all, not even bugs or anything like that.
Correct.
So I'm going to stay.
I mean, there might be some little spiders going around the place, but not trapped in boxes. Yeah.
So I'm going to stay outside, so I'm on a good vantage point, so that I can see both approaches from the front and the back of deliver to you. And if anybody comes and looks like that they're going to be going in to deliver to you, whether the car park or up the docks to actually go in, I'm going to then fly straight to Billy Bob and let him know. Okay,
then. So you will be very high up in order to do that, which means that you will be quite vulnerable to anything up there. The only thing that we need to be careful about is you won't actually know where Billy Bob is.
Okay.
Can you see that? Because your meat body is dead, isn't it, to the world? So although this is all communicated to you, you wouldn't be able to fly straight down to him. So it's either a case that you sort of like think, yeah, I'll guard the outside, and then you might have to zip back to your body and materialize in order to get there. It's actually 11 o'clock now, so you've been in Astral for 3
hours.
3 hours now as you organise that. Well, you're sort of like discussing a lot of things, so I think it's only fair that time moves on. So Billy Bob, FaZe, are you hacking into the?
Yeah, so I'm going to hack on the fly on the house to see whether or not I can get a mark on it.
Cool.
I don't have any noise modifiers at the moment.
Not even with your data jack. Oh, I see. You
I turn my data jack on to get rid of my last noise.
Yeah, so you're hacking on the fly. That's intuition and firewall. I need to roll. Yeah, you get your mark.
Just.
Can you see my rolls?
It says GM roll 4 hits.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong one then. Oh, I'm rolling the wrong thing. Yeah, sorry. Have you got baby monitor running?
No, got nothing like that running. I don't have the program space to have anything like that running.
So let's move this up. Cool, yeah. So you go up and you put your fingers out and those 3 circles appear and link up in that blue light. and suddenly appear there, and it mirrors your hand onto the host. And you notice that the host does sort of like a little oblong dematerializes for you to get inside it. So once you get inside, if you remember, there's a whole load of white boxes, and there's a whole load of little like plastic forklift trucks moving around the place.
Okay, I'm going to look for the little white box that has the camera feeds in.
Okay, yeah. So you're going for camera feeds first, yeah? Okay then.
Yeah.
So do your
Because there's a camera pointing at this door, isn't there?
yeah.
Yeah.
So use your matrix search. Oh yes, you scan around, and after about a minute of looking, you suddenly figure out which white box it is. They're quite very much the same in this default construct. This so it's host, so it's really difficult. But you notice one, and you zoom down to it, and as you approach it, sort of like a door materializes before you. That is obviously the entrance into the camera control room.
Okay, I'm going to place a mark on the door. I'm going to hack on the fly.
Cool.
So that I can gain entrance to it, get through the lock, any type of security that it has.
Yeah, yet again you put your hand out, and the mark appears, and then it sort of like reflects onto the white box, and you notice that the white door just dissipates, and you can enter into the control room. Once you get in here, you can see that there's various things here. There's camera feeds, and can you see the map?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a camera here. There's a camera.
I can't see you.
No, you can't see the
I
paint.
can't see any of that. What you're doing then?
Hang on. So, is it now?
Yeah.
The camera here.
Yeah.
There's a camera here. You see
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a camera here. There's a.
Is that in the corner of the bottom one?
Yeah, and there's one on the opposite side of it. So there's one here. There's one sort of like this side of it, and there's one this side of it. And then right there outside, there's two cameras. One's here and one's here. And they're actually trained down to the doors as if to see when a delivery arrives.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. You notice that the only doors that are locked that actually have some kind of lock on it are the exterior doors. So
Right.
there's one at the front in number 1. There's one in number 5, and this seems to be an emergency exit door again. And the one in number 9 is an emergency exit door. And then these two at number 10 are huge corrugated doors that roll up to allow for deliveries to arrive.
Loading doors.
Yeah.
So looking after the actual cameras, 4 I don't have to do. The one that's in 4 I don't have to do anything with, basically, because if Billy Bob's heading up to the top 10, because this is where the crates were originally held.
Correct. Yeah.
Then I don't need to do anything to 4. I just need to do something to 1.
Yeah, if you remember, that's Robert Lance's office. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I need to do something for
Yes,
for
correct.
10.
Yeah.
Can I? If I want to monitor them, though, I'm going to need a mark on each one of them, aren't I?
Correct. You're going to, in order to do anything, you're going to need a mark on it, unless you data spike them.
We don't know. What type of door was it? 5? Was it another fire door, or did we not look?
Emergency exit.
It's an emergency door. Yeah.
What's those ones on 7? Are they windows?
Those are windows, yeah.
The windows.
So really, the only
Billy
way
Bob be able
to
to get in through there rather than breaking in through one of the doors?
You have to be Careful, Carrot, because you're in astral.
No, I'm out of character. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was.
The only thing I was
suggesting
looking at is if I need to monitor any of the cameras so that I can see who's coming in, because chances are they're going to come through a door. If
Could
it's
you
somebody
not
who
put the
works
camera
there,
down for like a couple of seconds till I get through?
it's that's not a problem. I'm wondering which ones to do. But fire doors are one way outwards,
Yeah.
so I don't need to worry about those. So the only doors that they can come into is the main door, or if they've got a way of opening the shutter doors. So really, all I need to do is monitor this camera once you're in.
I think whatever you're going to do, because remember, time is ticking away.
I'm
all
going
the
to
time
look.
here.
I'm going to look for the camera that's on number 1, pointing in down into the front entrance where the reception is.
You can see that quite easily. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to get a mark on it to begin with.
Just out of interest, it's currently turned off. All the cameras are currently turned off. There's nothing's operating at the present moment in time.
Why?
But they should be turned on.
If you say so.
Okay.
Are they like motion sensor cameras?
No, somebody else has turned them off. Can I locate the camera that's in the top number 10?
Yeah, I've told you that. You can locate all the cameras.
Can I get a mark on it?
Yes, by all means.
3 successes.
You get a mark on it. You get a mark on it, and as you get a mark on it, you suddenly notice that down on your chest, on your blue chest, there has appeared a white square.
Right. Okay. I want a control device on it.
What do you wish to do with it?
I want to turn it on so I can monitor its feed. I want to see what's happening in top 10.
Yeah, well, that's just a simple action. So because it's just turning it on and off. So just roll your control thing. So let's just say electronic warfare.
Two successes.
Anyway, I just need to. Yeah, you turn it on. It sort of like clicks on, and you notice that a part of the white block suddenly shimmers a bit, and then there's a feed coming into it. The camera seems to have no sort of like low light or thermographics or anything like that. So at the present moment in time, the feed is quite dark because there seems to be no internal lights on within the building.
What's
Billy Bob? You're just hanging out by the corner at the present
I'm
moment?
waiting to hear or get a message to
Okay, yeah, got you.
get in.
Okay, I'm going to leave the control room for the cameras. I've still got a mark on that.
Yeah, you have it until you leave the host. Yeah.
Can I monitor that feed?
Yeah. It depends what you want to. It depends what else you want to do.
I want to find the locks.
Yeah. Well, it's in this room. It's in
the whole control room.
Yeah, that's what I said. All the cameras, and you said you can also see the door opening locks.
Would the cameras be down because someone's already been in to do their dodgy stuff?
But it could be, but we can't take the chance that there's nobody
So you,
already in there.
you pick up the blank screen and sort of like move it round and move it slightly to one side in the virtual reality. So now it's up here, so you can actually see the feed at all times. It just sort of like hovers in the thing, but you can see the black screen feed there.
Okay, I'm going to find the the door lock for the front door.
Yeah, you can see it. It's there. You just need to get a mark on it if you
I'm
want
going
to
to
open
try
it.
to hack on the flight. 6 successes.
Yeah, you get you quite easily get the mark on it, and you notice that it's sort of like you sort of like notice that it seems to be a big switch that you can turn, and it says open, locked, closed, unlocked.
Because I
unlocked.
hacked on the flight, can I have more information on the actual?
What would you like to know?
Can I see when it was last accessed?
Yeah, it was last access at 6 o'clock tonight. It's sort of like, well, what's that? 5 hours ago when the company shut down.
When it was locked.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I want to open it.
Okay, go for it. Control device on it. Yeah, it goes. You turn the handle and it says unlock, and it goes.
I'll send a message to Big B saying that it's I'll send it via his comm that it's the doors unlocked.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
But none
So
of the cameras are working, so be careful.
Right. So I'm not going to take any chance anyway. So I'm going to pull my jacket over my head and and get through the doors.
Yeah, so go for it. You can. Are you going right the way down to number 10?
Once he's in, can I lock the door
Yeah.
behind him?
Just control device.
Yeah. I've got my stun gun out.
Yeah, cool. Good idea.
And I'm just going to head for room 10 because.
Yeah, the top one.
Yeah, this one here. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where we're heading for. Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
Do you have thermographic imagery?
I have low light.
Do you have thermographic?
No.
Yeah.
There's low light.
Because there's if you have a look at this room, there's no actual light in this room and down these corridors. So the chances are to actually you've got no light to actually magnify. So
Right, okay.
it's literally black. So it's probably a good idea. You're going to have to turn the lights on to see.
Can I not use the light from my comm?
Like a torch.
Yeah, like a yeah.
So do you have a torch with you? Is that something that you've?
No, I haven't got a torch. I'm just asking. Could I use the do you know like you use your phone to look around your?
Yeah, no, the comms don't actually come because it's literally just a headset. So it doesn't actually come with a.
This place has fire doors, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Does it have fire lighting? Do you know the blocks on the walls? Do you know when there's a fire?
What it has emergency lighting if the fire alarm goes off. Yes.
Right.
But can you not access?
It's not actually on at the moment.
Right.
Because there hasn't been a fire.
Right. But would I be able to locate where the controls are for that and actually turn the lighting on without setting off the actual whole alarm?
Yes, you'll be able to activate emergency lighting. That'll be in.
Is it in the control room where I am?
No, it's in environmental control. It goes with everything like heating, aircon, and things like that.
Right.
If you just do a matrix search, you'll be able to find it in the default matrix.
Okay.
Ooh.
2 successes.
Yeah, you find it. It says you go up to another block and you sit there and it says environmental control on it.
Right.
This is too easy.
Well, no, because each time I'm doing this, I'm getting it. He's rolling dice as well, and I'm building up a score, and all of a sudden, right. So I'm going to have to gain entrance to this door. So I'm going to hack on the fly
Yeah, cool.
and see whether or not I can get a mark on it. 4 successes.
Yeah, you actually hack into it, and you go into the default, and you seem to be in a room with a whole load of filing cabinets. It seems to be like a whole load of filing cabinets, and it seems to be a whole load of files in there.
Okay, I'm going to look for the filing cabinet that controls lighting,
Okay, then go for it.
or specifically emergency lighting.
Go for it. You look ahead and you found it. It's one of the filing cabinets is actually, it says, when you look at it, it says emergency lighting on it, and it's got 3 drawers on it, and you pull out the drawer. What would you like to, would you like to extract something from it to do something with the emergency lighting? Is that the idea?
I want to turn on the emergency lighting.
So just do a hack on the fly.
Well, no, that's wrong.
Hack on the fly.
Yeah, no, it's not added on my it's not added on my other dice. I'll roll it again, shall I?
Yeah, go for it.
It should have added on another 2 dice.
There you go.
Because my limit's 6 on the hack on the fly,
Yeah.
because I'm running.
That's cool. Yeah, you open the cabinet, and you get a hack on the fly on it. You get a mark on it, and all the folders come up and spread out towards you, and it says orders, drivers, supply routes, accounts, and everything like that on it.
So I failed my.
So far you've double glitched. You glitched when you searched for the environmental controls. So you're actually in the database room and not in the environmental control room. And then you glitched again when you tried to find the right cabinet. So you're just in the wrong place altogether, because you don't see the glitches. But if you watch the video back, you'll see the glitches.
So what's in this room?
This is the database. Is where all the users' names are, all the data records are.
So this has deliveries.
You get a message from Billy Bob. He says, lights.
Well, he should have had thermographic vision then, shouldn't he?
The
thing is, the thing is, I can't keep hacking these things. If I'm in one that I can get some of the information that we need from, I need to get the information whilst I'm in here. I can't leave this one and then go back into it, because each time I'm doing it.
No, but you've got a mark on this area now, so you don't need to get that. The only time you would have to re-get the mark is that if you left the system altogether, and then all your marks would be wiped. So while you're in here, so for example, you could quickly go back to the control room if you wish, because you have a mark. So
can I check my Overwatch score?
Yeah. Billy Bob says, lights.
Question: If I go in there, will I be able to see anything at all, or is it just like me walking in with my eyes shut?
It would be like you walking in with your eyes shut until there's some light in there. To be honest with you, even the corridor you're actually in at the present moment in time is exactly the same. and the corridor before it, because if you have a look at it, there's no lights in there. So you've literally been coming down, feeling
the walls.
Yeah, it's at 18 phase.
Okay, right. I'm going to try to find the one that's doing environmental control.
Are you keeping Baby Runner running?
No, I didn't. No, it's not. I checked
right.
my Overwatch score. It's a
Okay.
it's a matrix action.
Yeah, go for it. Okay, so you come out of that box and then you go to another box and it sort of like it materializes before you and it looks like it says environmental control.
Okay, so I'm going to try to get a mark on this one to get into it.
Cool.
Five successes.
Okay, yeah, you get another mark on it.
Okay, and once inside, I want to find the ones that are covering the emergency lighting.
Cool. Do your matrix search.
Four successes.
Yeah, you easily find it and it's there ready for you to activate the emergency lighting. So you need to hack on the fly to get a mark on it.
Six successes.
Yeah, you get a mark on it and you can now control device if you wish.
Yeah, so I want to try to turn it on.
Carrot, you notice that a car has arrived at the front of the building. It seems to have one person in it.
Okay.
Yeah, the Billy Bob, all of a sudden you notice that the emergency lighting goes bzzz, and comes up. So your low light is now actually working. So you can actually see it.
Can I... Has the chap got out the car and now they're walking towards
Not yet.
deliver the doors?
Not yet.
I'll keep an eye on them while still maintaining my Overwatch.
Okay. Yeah,
So
Billy
where
Bob.
am I heading here? I've walked in. I'm looking round.
FaZe, you notice that on that little black thing that you had by you, you can now see Billy Bob in it walking around. Yeah, he's getting out the car now, Carrot.
Does he look like he's walking towards the front doors or deliver to you?
Can you just roll an sensing?
No problemo. Once I find it. Three.
Yeah, he's you don't recognize his aura at all because you haven't seen him before, but you do notice that he seems quite agitated about something. You can see via the flickers of orange that's appearing in his aura that he's not dual natured or anything like that, but you can see that he's quite agitated about something.
Okay. As soon as he makes a move, looks like he's making a move towards the front or any of the back doors.
No, he's getting straight out the car and he's walking straight towards the front door. He's quite purposeful in his action.
In that case, I'm going to go straight back to my body. And once I'm there, I'd like to send a message to both Billy Bob and FaZe that somebody's approaching the front and he looks like he's agitated.
So I'm thinking maybe these are I'm guessing these are obviously like any other normal shutter doors with the chain that you pull up.
It's a press button.
Oh, okay.
It's all electronic.
Right. So I'm thinking press the button, get out.
No, I'm thinking chances are this is Lancer. Can I go back into the camera control room?
Yeah.
Can I find the camera that's operating in number one?
Yeah, as you come out of environmental control, you suddenly notice that this white square on your chest sort of starts to pulsate slightly, and you notice within the host there seems to be something moving around. It seems to be almost like a security guard, and he has a like a baton with him, and he's tapping the baton, and he's moving from box to box.
Okay. Yeah, I can't deal with him now. I want to find the camera for in number 1.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah,
I want to get a mark on it, and I want to turn it on.
go for it. Yeah, you turn it on. You turn it on. As you turn it on, you can see that there's somebody at the front door. And,
Do I recognise them?
well, it is quite dark from the camera because remember it has no light on it, but you can make out that he's scanning his key card or something in the front lock. And you notice from somewhere else in the control room, it goes B, and a name comes up over the top of it. It says Robert Lancer, and then it drifts off and files itself away in a like a flies out the door and goes to the other room. You know, when you had all the filing cabinets, and it seems to be stored.
Can I direct Billy Bob to Lance's office? Can I put the floor plan of this place over onto Billy Bob's image link?
The thing is, okay, then you can find it in the matrix, in the host, and sort of like call it up. What do you want to do? Direct him to?
Well, I want to direct him.
He's just gone out of camera, by the way.
I want to direct him to. Sorry, I thought you meant Billy Bob had just gone out of camera.
No,
I'm searching the boxes.
It looks like Lance is here. Well, Lance is here.
Right.
Let's find out what he knows.
Okay.
I'll show you the location of his office. Chances are he's heading there.
Roger.
So you're going to have to head through a couple of doors and hopefully get him, maybe do a bit of interrogation, find out what's happening. I don't think he's going to be coming straight up to you, but there's no way that I can find out because I don't have eyes on him. I know that he's come through into the entranceway, but after that, I've lost track of him. And there's no other cameras that I can access.
just to let you know, Face, this is more than a free action now, so it's going into action. So
Okay,
remember,
I'm gonna...
although you're actually working in Matrix time, you would have to slow it down for Billy Bob, who's working in
Right.
normal everyday time.
I'm still in the control room. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want me to go to his office?
No. Start heading towards it. I want to find the camera that's in number 4.
Yeah, you can see it there.
I want to get a mark on it.
Well, you can actually see it now. The lights have come on in that room, and the camera's actually turns itself on, and you can see now that you can actually see Lancer is actually turned around and sat at his desk, and he seems to be busy working there.
I'm going to put the camera feed. I'm going to send it to Billy Bob's.
Can you make, please, a willpower and firewall roll?
Firewall 3, willpower 3. One success.
Okay, all of a sudden, you feel this jolt from behind you from within the matrix, and looking around you can see that this guy has just whacked his truncheon into your persona, and it's sort of like you see it suddenly come out the front of you, and it starts to sort of like shimmer slightly, and then you notice it starts to spread around your persona, and then all of a sudden it zooms back and he pulls it out again.
Okay, don't forget I'm running virtual machine, so stuff affects my deck as well if it affects me.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm sending this feed to putting it on Billy Bob's image link so he can see where he is.
Okay, so you'll have to copy the file. You'll have to copy it so it goes round to him. Can you see it? Because you're going to have to link it from the matrix through your deck, through your comm link to him. Because he can't just see what you're looking at all the time. You'll have to do like a copy file action.
Okay.
Okay, go for it.
One success.
Okay, you take it off the wall and you try to copy it, but as you take it off the wall, nothing happens. It doesn't come up, and you suddenly look down on your persona and you find that you've got another white square appearing on your chest. Could you make a willpower and firewall roll for me, please?
Three successes.
Okay, you suddenly notice from underneath your arm, this truncheon comes out again, and it's literally missed you very, very, very close.
I'm gonna send a message asking, what do you want me to do with him?
I'm going to
If I can make him disappear easy.
I'm switching a couple of my my deck array around.
Okay then.
Cool.
Make a willpower plus firewall roll again.
Another one.
Yeah.
Three
Okay,
successes.
this ice attacks you again, but you manage to avoid the roll. The truncheon. That stays the same.
I take that was a free action, wasn't it? Switching my deck array.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I want to try to start erasing these marks that are on me.
Okay. Billy Bob has sent you a message.
I know, but I was switching my deck array and I can't do both. I can't.
Right.
I can only do one free action.
Okay then. So Billy Bob, do you wish to do anything?
I'm just gonna wait out for a reply. If he comes out the door, then I'm just gonna grab him around the throat.
Okay then, but you're just going to stand out there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait
Yeah.
for a reply.
Cool. Okay, so now, what are you doing, Faye? Sorry,
I'm going to try to erase.
a complex action to erase your mark. Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to, because obviously I'm now back in my body, I'm going to get out of the van and make my way down to deliver to you as well.
Making my way down.
Okay, yeah, just move your character. Yeah, so your token site. Yeah, so you erase one of these marks. Could you make a willpower plus firewall as this ice attacks you again?
Damn.
1 success.
Okay, all of a sudden, this truncheon this time actually goes right the way through you, and it actually spreads round, and it sort of like gets more round you. And then all of a sudden, you notice that it starts to, you start to dissipate from the host. And you
How much faster is it than me?
Say again, sorry?
Is it a lot faster than me? Is it?
It's matching your actions. Every time you
Right,
do an action,
okay.
it's having an action.
Right.
And you suddenly start to dissipate. And then all of a sudden, you just find yourself being dumped out of the host altogether. Are you in virtual?
Yeah.
So you need to roll for dump shock. As you've just been dumped from the thing. Yeah, Carrot, did you want to say something?
I'm going to send a message to Billy Bob saying I'm on my way to deliver to you. Can you open a window in the bathroom or something so I can get in, and then we can go and have a chat to Mr. Lancer.
I can open the door. One better.
Or a door or a window, whatever it is, just so I can get in, because it's I need a inside person.
You need to do willpower plus firewall phase again.
So I'm going to come out.
I presume that you're cold sim?
I'm just normal.
Cold sim, yeah.
2 successes.
The damage of dump shock is 6s if you're cold sim. So what did you get? 6?
I got 2.
2. So therefore you take 4 boxes of stun as you come out of it. You're actually on -2 dice modifiers. What's your willpower?
3.
3. So for 7 minutes, you have that -3 as you get dumped out of the host back into your body. Carrot, yeah, keep going. Whereabouts are you?
I assume I was going to the front door because that's the nearest door to me.
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm still blocking the view from the camera on my face, and I'm going to open the door.
Okay,
at the same time telling him that there's a camera.
You can't open the door.
Okay, so hang on.
Can I not open it from the inside?
Yeah, there'll be a lock to. You can open it from the inside. So hang on, wait. Let me just. I'm just going to move your characters back a bit, guys, because something will happen before then. So as you're moving that way and sort of like moving around the place, you get to their Carrot, and all of a sudden you hear this sound. You just hear like that, and you notice in front of you, or just to the side of you, a tiny hole appears in the glass. It's literally about this, and you suddenly notice that Robert Lancer suddenly slumps forward
He's got shot.
onto the table. Okay, guys, can you please roll for me? Let me just bring up. Let me just remove all this. Can you roll for me, please, some initiatives?
Where am I? There I am. Boom. Initiative. There. Boom.
Immediately cut down to size. I'm like, yes, we've got double figures. Billy Bob comes in with a 20.
Yes, I got 20.
Why is that not rolling my initiative?
This door's a solid door, isn't it? There's no glass in it.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Assume, Billy Bob, that Carrot has related this to you and to you, FaZe, as well. So, Billy Bob, you're first up on 10.
So I'm gonna tell Carrot to get out of here. It sounds like a sniper.
Okay, and then what would you like to do?
I am gonna. I think I might make my way back to the back shutter doors and exit out that way.
Okay, so move your movement.
What is my movement?
It'd be on the front of your...
30, is it? Main.
Just so you know, FaZe, your Overwatch score was up to 30. I just
Walking
think until you
10.
get used to the game, it's a good idea to sort of like tell you how high it was.
10, 20 running.
Oh, hang on, that's not right, because it shouldn't be in... it should be in meters. Right, try it now. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Is Lancer dead?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Well, you...
It sounds like it, or he is dead.
Well, you... No,
Well, he's just got...
well, nobody
There's
knows.
a hole in the
Nobody knows.
hole in the window, and he's slumped over the desk.
Right.
You don't have a feed on this room anymore. Carrot's outside the window. Billy Bob's
So I can
heading...
make out easy.
Hello, sniper.
Yeah.
You'll be able to get to the door, Billy Bob. You won't be able to get out because you actually have to activate that door.
Oh, okay, then. So, yeah, I'll press the button.
It'll take a simple action to press the button, and then you'll have to wait for it to come up, and then you'll be able to move out of it at the next round. Okay, FaZe,
Okay.
you're up. Oh, let's take your matrix symbol off, yeah?
I'm gonna get into the car and start it up, and I'm going to start heading down round towards the front of the building.
Yeah, cool.
I was going to ask if you could...
Just-
I was going to
just-
send a...
Just do your vehicle check, because we know what you're like with cars. Wow,
Got a
excellent.
success.
Yeah, even with your wound penalty, yeah, you stick it into gear, you stick it into drive, and you head off quite nicely. Okay, Carrot, you're up.
Cool. I'm going to, having seen a bullet whizzing past, or hearing the bullet whizzing past, I'm going to turn tails and scarper as far as I can,
Well,
getting into the closest bit of cover.
You can probably meet up with FaZe as he brings the car around.
I was going to say there's a
I just want to
window
make sure I'm in
here.
cover.
There's a window there you can look through and see if there's blood splattered all over the...
I could, but I'm just thinking that the sniper, if
Yeah,
to
you
hit
could have
him
a
over
bead
there,
on you.
he's going to have a bead on me anyway. And he was shot through that window, I assume,
Yes,
for
it
me
was.
to have seen
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
So
it-
that
in
means
fairness,
even if I was to
if-
stand at that window, he can still see me.
you
Yeah,
need-
in fairness,
Yeah,
if
so
he
hang
was a
on.
good sniper, he would have shot you anyway.
So, Carrot, you need to decide what you do, because this, remember, the whole of this
Yeah.
round is 3
No, I know.
seconds.
I'm doing as I said. I'm turning tail and scarpering, but at the same
Yeah.
time, just look. Is there any cover anywhere near me, or not really?
No, you'll
Okay.
just have to go down
Just
the
the van.
street. And-
Okay, in that case, at the same time, I'm going to cast armor spell on myself to give me a little bit more armor. Hopefully, if he does take a pot shot at me,
Okay,
I've got a little bit more armor.
cool, roll it.
Um, cool. That's 5 successes. That's an extra 5 on top of the armor. So I'll just
Yeah,
make it
fantastic.
that.
Right, as you actually start running away, you actually hear another shot that goes straight through the window in a different place and hits the back of Robert Lancer again. Roger Lancer, sorry. It goes straight through it, makes another hole, and you notice that he slumps down even further onto the table. If he wasn't dead
He
beforehand,
is now.
he probably definitely is now. Okay, Carrot, you probably meet up with FaZe in the car.
Okay.
So I'm going to just put you next
Change initiative.
Actually, yeah, you can change initiative, everyone.
Oh wait, click on me.
Oh.
Change initiative. We all got 10. Apart from you. And you.
So Billy Bob, you have another action.
Okay, so that's a dead end there, isn't it? There's no way out.
Yeah, you'll have to come
there.
around the other way.
Okay. So I'm going to ask if FaZe can drive the vehicle around to the loading bay. So I'm going to get out.
You're gonna have to come round to this. We'll park it here. I'm not going to pull it round here because then we're just going to be trapped. If anybody just pulls a vehicle up in front of here, we're not going to be able to get out, are we?
But my big boy gun's in the back. Okay.
But
right, I'll meet you there then.
What we've come here to do, we can't get any more information now because the person that we could have got the information from died on the second shot. So we can't. There's nothing else for us to do here now.
Okay.
The only bit of information that we could have got was from probably Lancer. But if the first shot didn't kill him, the second shot killed him.
So Billy Bob, FaZe pulls up the van, and
Yep.
you manage to get inside it. So with FaZe driving, where would you like to go?
Have we still got access to 2 trolls safe house, or has that gone now?
No, you still got access to it. He'll probably leave you there for the rest of this because it's about midnight now.
Okay.
So you've probably got the rest of this night into tomorrow morning. He'll probably want you out by tomorrow morning.
Can Carrot? I'm gonna ask Carrot to go into his spirit mode thing and see if he can locate the bad guy.
Yeah.
Or the shooter. Sorry, the bad guy.
Right, hang on. Let's FaZe. Where are you driving the car? Because you're driving first. Are you heading? Are you staying there? Or are you heading back to?
Can you bring up the map of whereabouts we are?
Yeah.
And so that I can just see where.
There you go.
So at the moment, I deliver to you.
Correct.
Right, I'm going to start heading. I'm going to start heading south. Sorry, east.
To where's your destination? Where you're planning on
Towards
going?
Hungry Like a Wolf.
Are you actually? Is that where you're going? To Hungry Like a Wolf?
Well, yeah, but it's going to take ages to get there.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to see where you're going, so I can tell you what happens as you get there.
Right. Well, in which case, I'll drive to the apartment. My apartment.
To your apartment. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're going to FaZe's apartment. Brilliant. Okay, guys. So, Carrot, as the car drives away, you drift off into Astral, and yeah, there was who he's quickly retreating now. There's definitely some kind of sniper up on the wall, on the roof opposite. And he's now heading off. He shouldered his weapon. He seems to be quite thin and quite slim. You probably think he's probably dual-natured. So the chances are he's probably some kind of an adept. Just roll you a sensing roll.
Skills.
I'll find out where he's going.
Well, if he's dual natured, the likelihood of me being able to follow him is very limited. 3 successes.
Yeah, you also figure that you can see that he can actually switch his perceptions. So he's not actually astrally projecting, but he is switching his perceptions. So he has seen your astral form. You know,
Yeah, okay.
and as he's running, he seems to be talking into his communicator about something.
Okay. I'm going to, in that case, because he's obviously made me, I'm going to leave the astral and go back to my body and tell them that I can't follow him. And he's communicating that he's seen me in the astral.
Okay.
Which direction was he running?
Back just north.
So he was heading north.
Okay, guys. You are back at FaZe's apartment. What do you wish to do? I'm not too sure what you did. You get what you wanted from delivery to you?
Well, we didn't get anything from delivery to you. I got done from the Matrix before I could get any of the information that I needed. The person that we could have maybe got information from, i.e. how he was involved in what was happening, is dead. The only other bit of thing that we have, couldn't do the cameras.
You know,
because
you did the
I got dumped.
No, you got the cameras. You actually what information?
I didn't download the stuff that happened on the Monday to see whether or not I could work out.
Yeah, I thought
Mark Darwin's last.
What did you want Billy Bob to get from the? Because Billy Bob sort of like went in, didn't he? And you.
Yeah, I was searching the.
Yeah.
Billy Bob went in to find the actual crates that had been delivered that day. That contained the Jamil bugs and the scorpion chilies.
Yeah, but I thought Carrot checked that out, and I said,
Yeah, you said there was you couldn't see no.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've still got Mark. What's his name's deck, which could have something on it. It could have. Otherwise, it was like it wouldn't have been stashed at his aunt's place. He would have had it with him if he didn't have information on that. I would have thought.
Yeah, I mean, it'll probably have the information of maybe what he's found out, but at the moment, the most pressing thing for us to do is to find out where he is.
That's probably.
And we don't have any leads now to point us in that. The only person that we could probably safely assume was in on it was Lancer. And everything pointed to him because everything changed when he was off ill.
That is true, yeah.
Yeah. The only other thing we do know is that somebody at Casper's is involved. So if it's a leap, I admit, but if we know Casper's is involved because he sent the goons there to Hungry Like a Wolf in the first place, because that's where the chap ran to when I was following him for the one that we let loose. So we know Casper's is involved somehow. So obviously, as I said, this is leap, but he could be like the final destination, and he could potentially have sent the sniper to kill Lancer, because Lancer could have been compromised. It's other than the deck, that's the only lead we've got for either of the two.
But
is it possible the sniper could have been running north to what's the place? Casper's
potentially.
Could be.
It could just been that might have been the way off the roof.
Yeah. FaZe, do you want to check Mark Darwin's deck?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just roll your computer and logic skill.
It automatically takes into account wounds, doesn't it?
It probably does, yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I can see it. So yeah, there's nothing. It seems to be a lot of university work about accounts, and he's obviously studying to be some kind of an accountant. He actually did work at Delivery for You for a week, but he actually got paid for it. But apart from that, there's no sort of like information about it. It just looks like some kind of intern job. You can see that he actually went for, via his calendar, he actually went for an interview a couple of weeks before to a supply agent that actually sort of like hires interns out for sort of like temp work. And then it seems from the emails that he was called in at the last minute to cover Roger Lancer because he had been sent home sick, and he was called in via the temp agency to actually come in and cover him for that time.
Would you be able to see if there's anything on the deck about? Sorry, this is me speaking to FaZe.
Yeah.
If there's anything on the deck that he might have had favourite places that he'd like to to go to, or anything that we can use to like triangulate his movements in general, other than between his aunt's flat and Delivered to You and the university. It could be useful.
I mean, if relating to this case, I mean, he seems to just go what normal university graduates go to. So he went to university. The only place he's worked at since joining the temp, there's a location that he went to the temp office. He had an appointment there. He's been to sort of like university clubs and things like that. But he hasn't been to Casper's or anything like that, if that's what we want.
Okay. Oh, well, yeah, it was either that or if he had another, like, not flat an apartment, because I know he was staying at the thing, but another sort of area that he used to go to that wasn't related to any of those three that we might find a clue for. That's what I mean.
He seems to be very much a bit of a loner. He doesn't seem to have... he has friends on the 2076 version of Facebook, but there's not a lot of, like... he's not out every night. He seems to be totally committed to his work. He works really hard at university, and basically he was just trying to get some extra money to help out Maggie and sort of like support her.
A pizza addict.
Yeah.
But you say he got paid for the job.
But
Yeah.
you didn't pick the check up.
No, well, it was transferred automatically across.
But according to Lancer, he disappeared before he got paid.
Yeah.
That is true, yeah. FaZe, just roll your computer skill. I just want to see whether or not you notice something on the local news feeds. Yeah, 2 successes, found it. You noticed that while you're sort of like looking through Mark Darwin's information, you noticed that there's a recent report you can see it's about 1 o'clock in the morning now, just a couple of hours ago, that the police have just dragged a body from the Thames, a single shot to the head. And the description in the report actually reflects a very strong match to Mark Darwin. It's at this point that you get a message, a FaZe, that Two Troll Johnson is phoning you.
I'll answer it.
FaZe.
Mm-hmm.
I sort of feel that you let me down here.
Why is that?
Well, it seems that somebody found Mark Darwin before you, FaZe. Have you seen the recent news report? Also on your comm link, a whole load of pictures from the news feed appears in front of your head, in front of your eyes, of showing the police report. You also actually do see a copy of the actual police report, and some police photographs that obviously you haven't seen on the internet. It's obviously from the police, not from the police, and you can see a police report coming up with that. It says body identified as Mark Darwin. You sort of let me down here, FaZe.
Well, we did everything we could.
I was hoping that you would find him before other people found him.
We didn't have the information to go on. These things happen.
Information is always available at a price. Always.
Oh, I hate this book so much. You wanted him alive. You wouldn't want to pay for it. You'd give us the information if you had it.
No, it wouldn't have been from him. It would have been from somebody else.
Well, either way.
Anything else to say for yourself, FaZe?
No. Nothing.
You don't. Even before you say the word nothing, you notice that the comlink goes and this switches off. There seems to be it just sort of like goes dead. It doesn't go no. It just fades to nothing. Phases to nothing. Sorry, fades to nothing.
Right, but we've still got to work out what's happening at Hungry Like a Wolf. By the sounds of the fact that Lancer has been executed, means that he was either in on it or he discovered it, like Mark. So we need to work out where we're going next with that. So it's either we need to go and scope Casper's place out, because that's the only firm lead that I can remember that we've actually got that links or could have a link
Casper's,
to anything.
The only thing that we've got from Casper's is some gangers going up and smashing up the place. And chances are it wasn't the same people who were doing the break-ins.
At about sorry, yeah, go for it. Sorry.
It was completely different. The whole thing was different from them.
At about 1:30, you get a group call from Jeremiah Crump, asking for a progress report about the. He comments that obviously the first objective has been successful. I.e., you managed to protect the restaurant from that fight on that night. He asks for a progress report on the other two objectives that you were given. First of all, to understand what was happening, and the second one to provide some kind of reassurance that it would not happen again. And if you remember, it was set out that you got 3,000 for the first one, 3,000 for the second one, 3,000 for the third one. So obviously he says he's quite happy about the third one, and he sort of like says, so what about the second one? What's this all about?
I'll tell him that he was losing money because somebody at Deliver to You was ripping off some of the crates, so you were paying for them but weren't actually receiving them.
Why were they stopping the crates?
Probably because of the financial value of the stuff that was in it. They were probably doing it for more than one business as well.
Wait, what? He sounds a bit confused on the comlink. He says, "What were they actually stopping?"
I pipe up and say they were you were receiving 3 boxes of the Jamil bugs and the scorpion chilies on your deliveries, but on the order forms that delivered to you were ordering and charging you for, they were actually ordering 10. So each of your deliveries, you've been missing 7 boxes somewhere. And then during one of the before one of the break-ins, you're meant to be taking a delivery and 10 boxes were dispatched instead of the 3. So we're in the process of trying to track down why those 7 boxes are being skimmed off.
So somebody was stealing my Jamil bugs. Why were they stealing my Jamil bugs?
That's what we're still trying to work out.
Probably to resell on the black market.
Do you have any evidence of this?
We've got a tampered document that has on one layer has the order form for 10, and on the actual layer, which is another layer, which is the actual order forms that are actually being sent through, it has a different number. So we know that they're adding on numbers that way, but that's all we've got at the moment.
I can show you placing 10, and then deliver for you placing 10, and then you only get in 3.
He says this information will be very important for the local law enforcement. I would be very pleased, gentlemen, if you could forward that information straight to me so I could share it with the law enforcers. Obviously, something is going very much amiss with this, but we obviously have no idea why.
As yet, we're still working on it. We have a few more leads that we can explore.
And
money reasons. Pay us.
He says, and what about the final point? Am I safe?
Yeah.
I would probably change your menu, but yeah, you should be safe.
And keep your codes to yourself.
Well, I mean, there's only myself and the staff and the law enforcers that actually have those codes. But apart from that, who else would have them, I'm wondering. But you're right. I will get them changed yet again. So, what's the chances of this happening again, gentlemen?
We can't guarantee that it won't happen again.
We will. The best thing to do would be to wait until your next delivery arrives, and then we can track then to see. Then we can see. Then we'll be able to see how many boxes of Jamil bugs have actually come in to deliver to you, your suppliers, and then we can confirm that with the amount of boxes you receive. And if it's still short, we'll be able to have followed the boxes to where it's actually being skimmed off to. So from that, we can then work out exactly who's behind it.
But we know that the crates have came in today or yesterday now because it's 1 o'clock.
He says, obviously, it's late, obviously, because it's about half 1, remember, and he closes at 2. He says, I will transfer some of the money, and you notice that you get 4,000 credits, 4,500 credits into your account. So it goes, bling. He says, I suggest we meet to discuss further employment and whether or not we need, how we can progress this in the next few weeks to see whether or not you can actually get to the bottom of this. He says, tomorrow at 8.
That's fine with me. How was it with you two, FaZe and Billy Bob?
Yeah, we've got nothing else planned.
Okay, we will see you tomorrow at 8.
I was planning on washing my hair, but I can make it.
So was Chuggerwood. So was FaZe. FaZe was playing. Okay, you sort of like get your equipment off, clean your weapons, sort out decks, etc., and head find places to sleep for the night before settling down. And something quite strange happens, because at roughly 2:20, all your comm links ping up, and there's a message from Jeremiah Crump in text form to every single one of you, and it's quite short and quite blunt, and it just says, "Your services no longer required, Jeremiah Crump." And that's it.
He's dead.
If he isn't, Big B will make sure it is.
Excellent. And that, gentlemen, is where we will leave it for tonight. So, I always like to finish the adventure off by giving you the opportunity to say who you are and where people can find you. So first up, we're going to go from that side down there. So Big B, we're going from you first. Off you go.
Okay, so I am Big Beastie. You can find me on Twitch. And if you scroll down in the Twitch descriptions, you'll see all the links for my social media stuff, and you follow me there. Plus, I will be back this Saturday, because Inwills ain't doing nothing this Saturday, and we're going to play some D&D.
We certainly are. 8 o'clock GMT time. Or is it GMT now or BST?
BST.
BST. That's a bit like Beastie.
Beastie, yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah, excellent.
BEST.
Yeah. Thank you, Big Beastie. And now, just below me down here, Longshanks EPG.
Hi guys, I'm Longshanks EPG. You can find me at Twitter and Twitch on that handle. And also you can generally find me in either Big Beastie's streams, chilling and chatting when he's streaming, or you can always find me in Will's chat, being a pain.
Thank you very much.
And also playing Shadowrun. As I survived, I'll be here next week.
Excellent. And finally, down in that corner, we have Chuggerwugger.
I'm Chuggerwugger. You can find me here on Tuesdays and also in Will's stream.
Oh, short and sweet.
Yeah, you don't come to my stream.
No, I come to your stream.
I do.
Yeah. Okay, can I just say a big thank you to everybody who supports the stream. Thank you to my subscribers, to Rider On, to Summit, to Cryptex, who will also play D&D on a Saturday. Meerhawk, Longshanks in a row. Thank you very much for your and Echoer. Thank you very much for your continuing support. Thank you very much to my moderators, to Chuggerwugger, who normally moderates me, but also for Gamer Guy when he's around. Also, thank you very much to the three guys down here for coming along and helping me out with my Shadowrun adventure, because otherwise it would just be me talking. I actually watched a D&D stream over the weekend, and I think it was a mistake, but all you could hear was the DM. You couldn't hear anybody else talking. And I watched it, and I put in the chat, I said, "We can only hear you. Can we hear everybody else?" And there was no reply. And then I suddenly realised, I wonder whether or not the DM was just playing by themselves. And just playing everybody and moving.
Making out that they had friends.
Yeah. I just suddenly thought that, and I thought, whoops, I might put my foot in it. Thank you very much to all you who's come along to view tonight's session. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember that you can catch up with the other sessions of Red Hot Chili Bugs by going over to my website inwills.co.uk and engaging and having a look there. They're all up on YouTube, so you can enjoy it in the comfort of your own home. Okay, so it only remains for me to say in my normal way, have fun, guys, and I'll catch you all later. And until then, consider yourself well and truly waffled. Have fun, guys. I've got to find the thing. Bye. I haven't got the outro ready. Bye. See you later.